I go by Flight, but you can call me FTC. Flight team, stand up! We back on Hoop Reports once again. Now, the last time we reacted to Hoop Reports, it was talking about the LeBron and Luka Dončić trade, and basically the breakdown of everything about it, man. This time, the Luka Dončić trade scandal just took a dark turn. Let's see what he's talking about.
There are only a few moments in NBA history so shocking that fans remember exactly where they were when they heard the news. February 1st was one of those moments.
The Lakers just got Luka Dončić.
No, they didn't.
Yo, this
Shaken
nigga
to his
face.
core when Luka Dončić was traded to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis. The backlash was instant. Fans were stunned. Analysts were left scrambling for answers. And even Mavericks legend Dirk Nowitzki was caught completely off guard by this trade.
Yeah, just really couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
This trade defied all logic. I mean, Luka was fresh off a historic season, putting up numbers that even surpassed LeBron James's best MVP years. In 2 decades of following the NBA, I've never seen a trade this outrageous, this controversial, or this downright scandalous. And let's be real,
Scandalous is crazy.
neither has anyone else.
Is this fake?
It's
Did
fake.
he get hacked?
There's zero chance. And everyone's freaking out about it.
But honestly, how funny would that be?
After the initial chaos, the dust settled. It was official, Luka Dončić was a Laker. And that was the end of the story, or so we thought.
By the way, the smear campaign continues with Luka Dončić.
For some reason, even after the trade, the Dallas Mavericks refused to just move on and focus on their future. Instead, they launched a smear campaign against Luka, calling him out of shape, questioning his work ethic, and attacking his character.
They talked about he was in love with the hookah, calling him Hookah Dončić, and they were predicting his basketball demise.
Bro, you know what actually low-key is scandalous about like a lot of this? Bro, now, maybe if you're like a real hardcore Dallas Mavericks fan, you probably already knew about it. But bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I didn't even, and there's nothing wrong with it, by the way. Like, obviously everybody has, it's to each its own. Like, I'm good off of that. But bro, I didn't know Dončić was on a hookah, you know what I'm saying? Or he like consistently drank beer like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't start coming out and being more publicized until he got traded. It seems like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever the Mavericks, like, people, whoever, like, in a way leaked that out, bro, it kind of reminds me of just like a, you know what I'm saying, a bitter ex-girlfriend or something like that. It's kind of, that was kind of a little bit like a weirdo activity. Like, as soon as he gets traded, which, if we're thinking about it, it's not like Dončić came out the blue and was like, bro, I want to get traded. I hate the Mavericks. This is just a terrible organization. I get mistreated, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He literally just bought a $15 million house. Like, imagine, like, all that happens. He didn't ask to get traded. And then he has a whole bunch of dirt come out about him, which really, if it's being honest, it's really not dirt. It's just more of just like bad habits, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, say about it or whatever, this and that. But that's just kind of crazy, bro. Like, that really went public, you know what I'm saying, really to the, because I didn't, like I said, I didn't know about it until like the last 2 weeks or whenever he had just got traded and everything from the Mavs. It's like they're airing out his dirty laundry as soon as he leaves, and he didn't even ask to leave. That doesn't make any sense.
Why are the Mavericks turning on their former superstar? Why are the Mavericks making an already disastrous situation even worse? And could this feud get even uglier? Well, in today's video, we're breaking down the full aftermath of the Luka Dončić trade scandal and how it just took a dark turn.
See what the dark
The
turns
bottom
about.
line is Mavs brass said Luka put the slow in Slovenia and the Slav in Slavic. He was just a fat piece of whiteness. Let's be honest here, folks. If you're 20...
Damn! Who the hell said that? Bro, it's crazy that, like, people be trying to, like, say that I be going too hard on NBA players and be and be taking it too far sometimes. Nigga, this is, bro, if I was to say this, bro, I'm canceled. Who was talking like that? Did you just hear that? Was that AI? Bro, that was crazy. That's actually crazy, bro. That's crazy. And that was low-key racist too, bro. That wasn't cool.
You want to hear something hilarious? Ben Simmons is the poster boy for turning DNPs into a lifestyle. Zion Williamson is the definition of an unstoppable force until it's dinner time.
Yo, come on, man. Why you gotta try Zion like that? That's crazy.
Is the podcaster who convinced the 76ers to pay him $200 million for guest appearerances on the court.
Paul George is an embarrassment to the sport of basketball. And I genuinely mean that.
Hey, you know what I heard? I heard Podcast P actually stopping doing podcasts because he's been getting too much hate. You know, I'm gonna lie. I don't, tune into him, but like, bro, if that's true, Paul George, bro, man, that's some soft ass ish, bro. You gonna let random people stop you from making a bag or making or doing something that's fun for you? Obviously, compared to the podcast world, a bag compared to what he's making in the league is nowhere to be comparable. But bro, a bag is still a bag, and you're having fun at it at the same time, bro. Come on, bro, don't let somebody take you off the game. The problem is that you can't be dropping 1 or 2 points and then going on that podcast right afterwards, bro. Like, that's where people get upset. But don't stop doing what you love to do, bro. You live once.
Humiliated for their attitude, their effort, or their impact on winning. And honestly, fans wouldn't have even cared because in most cases, they'd be right. But instead, the player they chose to drag through the mud, the one they called fat, the one they accused of bad work ethic, was the same guy who just averaged 34, 9, and 9, led his team to the NBA Finals, and gave it everything to that franchise.
He did.
Clock at 4. Dončić. The step back 3. You bet!
A stat line like that isn't just elite. It's historic. It's the NBA version of Connor McDavid torching defenses, Patrick Mahomes carving up the secondary, or Shohei Ohtani dominating as both an ace pitcher and a power hitter. Yet, instead of celebrating Luka's greatness, the Mavericks sent him packing, then dragged his name through the mud. I mean, the new Mavericks owner, Patrick Dumont, publicly questioned Luka's work ethic, basically saying he doesn't work hard enough to deserve a spot on the team.
But what I had a hard time with was him trying to kick Luka on the way out, disrespecting him every step of the way.
But the smear campaign wasn't over yet. In a recent article from The Athletic, sources within the Mavericks organization, likely Patrick Dumont and Nico Harrison, allegedly called Luka lazy, ripped into his weight issues, and even took shots at his social habits.
That's crazy.
Like beer and hookah. And if that wasn't enough,
I ain't gonna lie, bro, for someone to be putting up 35, 9, and 9 the last season, right? They said the stats was, and then right afterwards be going to the hookah lounge and having a few beers and stuff. Like, that's low-key embarrassing and then flex towards, like, the other NBA teams, bro. Because imagine somebody that's spending racks on racks, bro. You know what I'm saying? A month to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? They are literally anti-tree, anti-alcohol, anti-anything other than, like, meal preps and stuff like that. They trying as hard as possible, barely putting up 20 points a game. And you have Luka that's doing this right after the game, and probably sometimes even before games of, like, let's say a Mavericks game is at, like, 7 p.m. or something like that. Bro, that's actually kind of embarrassing to the other team, if we're being honest with you. That would leave me fuming. If I sat there and I'm paying somebody, I'm paying a trainer, I have proper meal preps 5 to 7 days a week, and my team is losing and you're barely scoring 20 points, and then on top of that, the dude, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of the court, you know what I'm saying, is just effortlessly dropping 30, 40, 50-point bombs a night, and then right afterwards, instead of, you know what I'm saying, like, eating right, he's eating whatever he wants. He's probably eating that good Texas barbecue, having some hookah, and having like 3, 4, 5 beers, bro. That's
his downfall within
that's
the next 5 years. Word for word.
They came out and they just, basically just said, hey, look, this guy here is an alcoholic.
Instead of showing gratitude for making the Mavericks relevant over the past half-decade, logging more minutes than anyone in the league last season, and leading them to the 2024 NBA Finals, they dropped this hit piece?
That's weird.
This isn't just low. It's a full-on disgrace. And people across the league, it's a full-on disgrace.
Damn, did he not dap him up?
And people across the league, including NBA media, calling them out for it. Rachel Nichols recently took to X and summed it up perfectly. I don't get why the Mavs are sharing this stuff. All this talk is going to make Dallas look even worse. Say less. And when Markieff Morris was asked about Luka's conditioning, he had this to say.
I hear stuff about him not being in shape, but if you can go in an NBA game and get 30, 15, and 10 like it's nothing, then I don't really know what shape is. I don't.
So I'm saying that's facts.
Another shameless smear campaign the Mavericks pulled off against Luka was when they got a reporter to go on ESPN and claim that his weight had ballooned to 270 pounds.
At this point in time, he is rumored to be the 7th heaviest NBA player in the league.
Yo, I ain't gonna that right there though. That is a bad look though. Can you imagine paying someone $300 million and they're literally top 7 for the wrong reason?
And who tracks every random stat imaginable. The moment I heard 270 pounds, I thought, wait, seriously?
And he's 6'6", huh?
Let's put that number into perspective. This is a list of the heaviest NBA players according to 2K.
2K?
Now, 2K isn't gospel.
Damn, Zion's in the top 5 for weight.
But it's usually right in the ballpark.
I don't see Dončić.
Let's roll with it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Fuck Ronald and Mike Wang, first of all. But, bro, you really going off a 2K weight chart? They're not going to update the weight before they update the stats. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
At the top, you've got Zach Edey at 305 pounds, Jusuf Nurkic at 290, and right behind them at number 3, Nikola Jokic, listed at 284. So, we're supposed to believe 6'7" Luka is only 14 pounds lighter than a 7-foot Jokic? Yeah, okay. Come on. If they're going to make something up, at least make it somewhat believable.
Yeah, that don't even sound realistic. Where'd they get 270 from?
He didn't look 270 to me.
Bro, 6 foot, and even let's say if you lost weight in LA, bro, you're not dropping 270 to, I'm going to assume maybe it's like 220. It looks like now. Bro, you know what type of like unhealthiness you have to, like you literally have to be like having some type of a disease or be sick to be losing that amount of weight in a short period of time. It's just not possible, bro. Like whoever started that rumor, yeah, that's messed up.
270 look like that right there. It don't look like that.
Nah, personally, me, Keyshawn Johnson, bro. Nah, you gotta run the fade with Paul Pierce, bro. Yo, Keyshawn, no, that's wrong, bro. Why you trying him? Like, that's wrong, Pierce. Pierce, you don't look that much even, you know, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. No,
that's crazy, bro. Yo, these, like, the ESPN hosts and stuff like that, I know they had to have had a few, like, fight incidents or something behind the scenes, bro, because that was crazy, dog. That was crazy.
270-pound nonsense. I mean, the moment he landed in LA, he looked like his usual 230, 240-pound frame.
I guess that was
close to 270.
He looked 270, bro.
Even the Lakers' official website has him listed at 230.
Damn, they just made that up then.
And even Anthony Edwards didn't hold back, calling it out right away.
He didn't look 270 to me.
And the fans?
This man Edwards, bro. Bro, I don't know what it is with Ant. Every time he talks, bro, I just laugh, bro. It's just he's just super funny, dog.
If he is 270, Zion was 575 last offseason.
Bro,
if that's fat, then I don't know what to call real fat people. 270 my Nico. What a clown.
If Nico was responsible for that, that's a loser. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I think Dončić had to have smashed one of the Dallas Mavericks or something, like people or wives or something behind the scenes, because, bro, there's just no reason why they should be on some scandalous weirdo-ish like this, bro. They're literally coming off of like a bitter ex, making up lies, making up stories, and airing out dirty laundry, bro. Like, they had secret pictures. Did they hire TMZ people to like take and stalk Dončić while he's on a date or whatever? And you know, when he's doing hookah, like, that's weird, bro.
This man is not 270. So somebody with the Mavs is lying.
Yup. Editing Luka out of videos? No way. No way.
Have you ever seen a photo where someone was edited out and thought, wow, that's pretty cringe? Well, that's exactly what the Mavericks just did.
When?
There is highlights from when Luka Dončić was still on the team. And you guys won't believe this. They censored him.
No way.
They recently dropped a hype video, and if you watch closely, you'll notice certain players blacked out with a Dallas Mavericks logo covering them. Yeah, they actually tried to edit out Luka, basically erasing him from the team's history.
Yeah, bro, that's weird. I ain't gonna lie, like, it has to either be these two. Luka probably had gotten a scrap behind the scenes and beat up somebody, or he smashed one of the people's wives, like Nico or somebody that's like, you know what I'm saying, like a head staff of like the Mavericks, bro. This is just straight up like, yeah, this is just weird. This is really weird, bro. Yeah, this is weird. Bro, that Kawhi laugh gotta go.
This is beyond embarrassing. So petty.
When did they do
cringe.
this?
Like, what are you even doing?
There's
cringe.
not other pictures, videos that you could get? You have to censor him out?
The Mavericks did try to explain this away, possibly by paying a former employee to claim it was just standard procedure. But here's the thing. Maxi Kleber, another former player, was also in the video.
Yep.
So if this was really standard procedure,
exactly,
why was Maxi still there?
Exactly. What is their excuse now? Yep, they just been caught. There's gonna be some serious like tea leaked out. I'm gonna predict by the summer on what really happened. I knew the story wasn't over with, bro. They try to make it seem like, oh, like he doesn't play that much defense. We're trying to look for a go-to defender and stuff like. Right when I heard that he copped the $15 million home the week before, and then the week afterwards they traded him, something that's literally the definition of revenge. Some type of like retaliation or revenge, bro.
He's
like,
only made fans
seriously
more frustrated, and when they caught wind of this, their reaction was clear. Disgusting gesture for the man who led you to the finals.
Facts.
God, I hate how much I hate the team I used to love. Absolute joke of an organization Nico and the Adelsons have turned this into. Every day, I find myself more and more embarrassed that I supported this franchise for 25 plus years. The Mavericks didn't just edit Luka out. They edited out their own dignity and whatever credibility they had left.
What Mavs should have done.
Here's what I don't get about this whole scandal. If the Mavericks were truly concerned about Luka's weight, his so-called laziness, or his work ethic, why didn't they just sit down and have an honest heart-to-heart conversation with him? Nico didn't have to do it. Patrick Dumont didn't have to do it. But did they forget they still have Mavericks legend Dirk Nowitzki on staff as a part-time advisor? They easily could have had Dirk sit down with Luka, lay it all out, and tell him straight up, look, a max contract isn't coming unless you make some changes. This could have been handled quietly, professionally, in the offseason, but they didn't. Instead, Luka was completely blindsided. And even after trading him, why are they still going out of their way to slander his name? The NBA claims to care about its players, its communities, its values. So why is a team actively smearing a superstar who has done nothing but give his all to an organization? A player who almost carried them to a championship. What kind of message does that send? That it's okay to assassinate a man's character just because he's no longer on your team? That once you're gone, your reputation is fair game?
More lies.
2 more lies have been exposed recently. Remember when Nico Harrison claimed that the Luka trade was strictly between him and Rob Pelinka? Now his story has completely changed.
Reached out to Minnesota to propose a trade involving Luka for Anthony Edwards, but was rejected.
Honestly, at this point, does it even matter?
You don't trade a 25-year-old MVP candidate in his prime for a 32-year-old made of glass?
That's messed up.
So tell me.
I mean, some stuff getting leaked out, man. I promise you, something's going to get leaked out by the summer with this. What is y'all's thoughts about this, bro? Is there a lot more hidden details behind it, or is it just a conspiracy?